And hi, everyone. My God, we're here finally. Goodness gracious, what's going on, y'all? It's Venom. For those of you that aren't watching me live, you're watching this recorded. Hi, I'm Venom 2 Million. I'm a Spider-Man fan that am hated. I'm a hated Spider-Man fan because I don't like Spider-Man. My name is just Venom 2 Million. I chose the name Venom because I like snakes. I don't know. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, then you're probably itching to hear what I have to say. Well, I want to welcome those in the chat before we begin. Again, if you're watching this and it's pre-recorded, meaning you're not watching it live, subscribe. That way you know when I go live. Come on now. Yeah. So thanks to you all watching. Let me look at everybody in the chat. Anybody? What's up, everyone? I don't have any mods. I need to assign some moderators, which is something. Why haven't I ever assigned? I have like one mod. I need to establish some mods in here. So let me look in here. Let's establish some mods in here. I have to do it on my computer, don't I? Do it on the computer, and then we're going to begin. Because can y'all hear me? First of all, can y'all hear me? Because if y'all can't hear me, then ain't no point in me doing this. Y'all can't hear me. You feel me? Let's go to the watch channel. Earlier when I was trying to put the stream together, right? I'm over here trying to put the stream together, and it's live. I put it on private, and it's just live. So if y'all that got an early show, I mean, I didn't say nothing because I was trying to put stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put stuff together, and it's over here like not letting me. And I'm like, why? Let me make sure. Let me just listen to the. Yeah, there we go. All right, we all good. All right, hold on. I'm trying to. I can't. It ain't taking me to the watch later page or the view on the video page thing, whatever. But anyway, so I'll let you guys know who I am. For those of you that don't know, I'm Venom 2 Million, and I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I've been a Spider-Man fan for so long. I've made YouTube videos about the Spider-Man games, all the way, starting at, I think, Edge of Time was that the first video I've made, but I'm very inconsistent. I shouldn't say that if I want you to subscribe, should I? I mean, pretty soon, you'll all realize why I'm so inconsistent, pretty soon, hold on, let's, there we go. Alright, so, Amazing Spider-Man 2 comes around. Amazing Spider-Man 1 comes around. I'm like an advocator. I'm like, yeah, this game gonna be sweet. That game was not. It was butt. Amazing Spider-Man 2 comes out, or the trailer first comes out. I'm like, yo, this looks exactly like the first one. This looks trash. It's trash. People are like, Venom, you suck monkey balls. I'm like, no, I don't. But, people say what they say, do what they will, and that's none of my business. Anywho, we get that first trailer. For Spider-Man PS4. And guess what? Similar to Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I saw it. Some other people saw it too. Some other people, a lot of people saw it. But I voiced it, and people were like, Venom, you suck monkey balls. And then this was during the time where there was this huge shift where people began, I'm not going to say where people began losing their minds, but I am going to say that there was just this shift within the Spider-Man fan community. The 7 Webheads was gone. I was never consistent, so I've never been at that level of 7 Webheads. And you have other people making YouTube videos, and they began starting this fandom, kind of taking the place that I was starting to have for the Amazing Spider-Man 1. And ultimately, you had this rise of this group of people called the Spidey Squad. Now, they are a wonderful group of people, but some of them are fanboys. The one thing about me is that I'm very honest. I tell the truth. I don't sugarcoat, because why would I? A lot of them are fanboys. And when I saw that the game looked like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, it was a little bit more than Venom, you suck monkey balls. It became Venom, I hate you, which is whatever, it's the internet. I'm not really it's not really, but my whole point of talking about the issue that I have with you guys are saying put headphones in. Can you? I'm quiet. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Is this? Can you all hear me now? Am I too quiet? Am I too quiet? Let me check the stream again. We're having a wonderful time. Oh, I hear me perfectly. I hear me perfectly. Why are you guys saying I'm quiet? Why are you guys saying I'm quiet? See, now for those watching, they're like, well, anyway, back to my story. So, I'm honest. With the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I said it was trash. It looked trash. I've been very vocal and honest about this because my point is that I am a huge Spider-Man fan. I am a huge fan. I'm not a fanboy. I'm a fan in the realm of I want my favorite character to have the best thing possible. And you're not going to get the best thing if you're going, oh, it's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Take my money. Take my money. And now we live in the climate where the gaming it's toxic. Okay, it's toxic. You have bad business practices running rampant, and I'm not gonna stand for all that. Okay, I'm not gonna stand up to it. I'm not gonna stand for it. I'll stand up to it. I'm not gonna stand for it. All right. I am a Spider-Man fan. I want Spider-Man to be the best he possibly can be. That's what I want. I want Spider-Man to be the best he can be. To have the best, right? So I'm going to point out things that I don't like. And people in the Spidey squad and people that aren't in the Spidey squad. Because it's not just the Spidey squad. But when you have these other fanboys who, Insomniac, you're great. Just gobbling Insomniac. People, honestly, people did not care about Insomniac before this game. No one was making videos about Insomniac games. No one was. No one was doing that. I'm honest. I am on people, but Ratchet and Clank and Irrelevant. This is Spider-Man. That's the reason why people care. It's Spider-Man. When Insomniac's no longer making Spider-Man, people aren't going to be making videos about them like this. And I'm the one that will vocalize that. But I also want to allow that my fan and fondness for this character to cloud what I see. And people get mad about that. So, we get the first trailer for Spider-Man PS4. Guess what? It looks like The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I say that. Now people are pissed. What do you mean it looks like The Amazing Spider-Man 2? It does. We get gameplay last year. It looks like The Amazing Spider-Man. Now people are even more pissed. It does, though. It does. You have web gadgets, sure. But the combat, it all looks reminiscent of The Amazing Spider-Man. And I say it. The swinging, I say it. Right. But I never, ever wanted this game to be bad. I'm a Spider-Man. That makes my name is Venom 2 Million. And you think that I hate Spider-Man? My channel is all about the character. Before I even started the stream, I saw he hated it. Why would you think So I'm just like, oh, Spider-Man PS4? Oh, I hate this. Yeah. Like, what? No. I'm not. I don't want to hate it. I don't want to hate it. I don't want to dislike it. I'm just saying what I see. And people have their fanboy goggles on. And they go, oh. And for some people, it may not have. It may have genuinely not looked like The Amazing Spider-Man. Great. But if I say it does, and I show evidence as to, this looks similar, I mean, sure, it's my opinion, but it's also my opinion based with, here's some evidence. take it for what you will. Right? Now, my whole thing has been, I want to wait for more information. I want to see more. I want to get more, because I never saw a reason to be excited. Never saw a reason, because we weren't seeing things that were new. The thing that did get me excited was when we saw that story trailer. I was like, oh, shoot, that looked pretty cool. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm definitely going to make my story. Definitely. I'm going to continue making my story. So we get more information, a little bit, trickles of information. And I'm still being me. I've always been me, and I continue talking about how, these are issues that I have with the game. These are issues. And I'm garnering some attention because you have this huge fan base that is like, yeah, it's great. And then you have this other person that does have a platform. Me, I'm not big at all. I'm not famous, but I have a platform. And I'm like, yo, it ain't looking at, it don't excite me. So I'm getting the attention of people. And I began having conversations with some people in the Spidey squad, Evan Falarka to be specific, when he makes a tweet about me and people are like, did you see the tweet he made about you? And I'm like, no. And then I see it, I'm like, oh, and then that started our relationship. That started our relationship, right? Because Evan, I think of Evan, he's a cool guy, With that being said, my whole point of this, prefacing before I begin, and my whole point of my channel and everything that I've been talking about is to just give my perspective, give my opinion, and hear the perspective and opinions of others, and to ultimately get a better product. Because at the end of the day, we as the consumers are the reason why this game is going to either be successful or not be successful. We as consumers have the power to push this industry in whatever way that it will go. These companies need us. They are companies. They require money. They need us. The Spidey Squad attacked some person on Twitter because they said that Insomniac is not your friend. Insomniac Games is not your friend. Brian Intihar as a person may be friendly, and he may even be a friend to whomever, but Insomniac Games is an entity. They are it. It is it. It is not they. It is it. It is a business. Sony is a business. Things like that. And I've been trying to get the idea onto us as fans and consumers that these companies are not they. These companies are it. And it will do, they meaning companies, it meaning company, will do whatever they can and whatever it takes to make money. So, when it comes to Insomniac, praising the fans as they should. The fans deserve to be praised. They do. But when it comes to all of that stuff, at the end of the day, we still have the power. And that's what I want everybody to realize and recognize. So, with that being said, we got some information. The release date, September 7th. Yay. Okay. That's not what I care about. I didn't care about the release date. Oh wow, that was interesting. Fantasy Connect. I read Fantasy Connect's his chat message even. And if you're watching this not live, then you can also see the chat as well, because YouTube does that now, which is cool. Fantasy says, yes, Insomniac isn't your friend. So that's so true, bro. I'm pretty sure I know what you're getting at. You're saying they're not my friend, but they're friends with everyone else. I got it, Fantasy Connect. Thank you for your wonderfully condescending comment. I really appreciate it. Anywho, when it comes to the game, I've been wanting to see more information and just learn more. I want to see and know about the game. I want to know about the game. I want to see more, because everything that we've been seeing, none of it has really excited me, besides from the story trailer. And that's when we got some information from Game Informer. Game Informer talking about they hands-on experience. Exclusive hands-on impressions of Spider-Man. Now, I read this already. we gonna go through it though together, cause let me just tell y'all what, what they talking about. What they talk about in this here article is really interesting. Somebody said Venom high-key had a heel turn. I did not turn heel. I did not. I've always been on our side. Y'all, not y'all. Some have been on the side of what do you call it? The corporations, honestly. That's why I will never Insomniac. I don't trust companies. In Insomniac, we trust. I don't trust them. I don't. I won't. Why would I trust a company? At the end of the day, they rely on me. They should trust me. They should trust me. I'm not trusting them. You know, that's just things like that. You know. Yeah. Let's continue with this article. So, exclusive hands-on impression. Then we'll get to the chat, and we're gonna go back and forth because this article is very interesting. Exclusive hands-on impressions with Spider-Man, or of Spider-Man rather. All right, so he first talks about the web swinging, and in this article there's some GIFs that have like show some gameplay. Somebody tweeted this at me. I think it was Fantasy. Who tweeted me at it? Was it? Let me. I don't want to shout out the wrong person because I'll read it. Who tweeted me this image and said a little slick comment? And the reason, again, the slick comments are just because it's like, Venom, you're happy now? Like, I'm sorry that I am challenging this corporation and it offends you. And I'm demanding for better. I'm sorry that I'm demanding for better. You know, excuse me. But the tweet was from... Was it? Oh man, now I can't find it. I can't find the tweet, but I know I retweeted it. And now I really can't find it. Well, the tweet was from somebody. I'll find it later. And they were like, is this... Yo, here it is. The Talented Gamer. He said, is this enough gravity pulling when Spider-Man PS4 swings for you? And it's like this GIF. You know, and yes, it is. It is. So, let's read what the article with the author Kyle Hilliard said. He says, so, my personal interest in Insomniac's take on Spider-Man revolves almost entirely around the web swinging. I look forward to beating up bad guys and seeing where the story goes as it follows this older, more mature version of Peter Parker. But web swinging is the activity I love most about Spider-Man games. It's the thing that could easily make or break this new direction for the character. Any hesitancy I had about the web swinging would work. Any hesitancy I had about how web swinging would work was quickly squashed, however, when we asked creative director Brian Intar if webs will stick to buildings. He said, they better if I want this game to sell at all. That was in the question, the 107 question, or whatever questions. That was funny. So then, the article continues, games like Assassin's Creed, which similarly rely on open-world movement as a factor of fun, but in a very different way, have increasingly simplified the process of moving with each sequel, sacrificing full control in favor of smoother parkour. This isn't the case here, as web swinging is an active process. It continues. It's not complicated, but the door has been left open so players can perform impressive movements that require frequent input. As promised, webs do stick to buildings when you throw them out, and physics are an important factor. Where you leave the swing changes Spider-Man's trajectory. If you leave the bottom of the swing, you move farther forward. If you leave on an upward trajectory, Spider-Man flies higher. You can also press web zip without having a web attached to a building to make Spider-Man throw out 2 webs and pull himself forward. And you can use that maneuver to make sharp turns or even U-turns. And look at these. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Get them gifts. Look at that. Look at that. Spider-Man can also perch atop tons of specific points on buildings and street signs and use them as launch pads or just as a place to sit and take in the city. He can also run along walls and parkour over obstacles. Perches are highlighted by small white circles in front of you, giving you a quick but clear understanding of what you can latch onto or fling off of. If Spider-Man is running up a wall and you jump at the top of a building at the right moment, he will vault over it in an impressive arc. Now, before we move on to the fighting, to the combat, I'm like this one right here, this shot right here is so good. It is so good. Look at it. Look at that. I bet I'm shocking the hell out of so many people. What? You like it? No, I hate it. What the... The web swing looks great. It looks absolutely excellent. See, this is something to get excited about. We have not gotten anything like this. Like, we have not gotten anything like this. But maybe, wait a minute, hold on. Stop, let me bring it, wait a minute. Let me stop, wait. It's alpha footage. Venom. It's alpha. Why are you getting excited? It's alpha footage, bro. Like, are you stupid? It's alpha. Why are you excited? It could change. They're still working on it. It's alpha footage. It's alpha footage. Why are you excited, bro? That's what I got on my last video because I was criticizing it. But now they won't say that because I'm not criticizing it, even though that argument works both ways. It's alpha footage. Why are you excited? They're still working on the game. Why are you excited? But of course, no one's going to say that because I'm speaking positively now. No one's going to say they're still working on the game. I'll continue. These are just some of the baseline maneuvers Insomniac introduced to us, promising that plenty of unlocks and upgrades will surface over the course of the game to improve his movement. Even with a Spider-Man who wasn't fully powered up, though, moving through the world was incredibly fast and fluid. Now, again, let's stop. Let's bring it back just a little bit. Now, I remember when we first saw some gameplay last year at E3. And it was Spider-Man and doing the crane mission, right? And the conversation was, I said that it looked like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that the fighting looked like the Amazing Spider-Man 2. The swing was a little bit slow, and it looked like he was on a track. That's what I said, right? And that's never changed. And from I've never shifted that conversation in terms of my point of view on last year's footage. And what I was always told, because everybody knows, they listen. Insomniac told everybody, all right? I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Insomniac, let me try to see if can I make me bigger? A little bit bigger. Insomniac told them, listen, this is just the beginning Spider-Man. You have to upgrade him. You have to upgrade him, Venom. And there's people kept telling Venom, you gotta upgrade Spider-Man. In that gameplay, he wasn't upgraded. And I always went, why would they show a Spider-Man slower? Why not show the Spider-Man at least at a level where he looks sweet? This Spider-Man in these gifts right here, he's not fully upgraded. That's confirmed. So he's fast, he's cool, he looks great, he's fast, he's moving, he's, What do you mean by on a track? So by on a track, I meant that Spider-Man would be swinging, so it would be like this, like maybe, I don't know if you can see it, because I did crop there. So he would be like here this is Spider-Man, right? Like this. And then like continue, like there wasn't a pull, like there wasn't a like, you know, gravity is getting him. It was more like like Spider-Man PS1 when Spider-Man is just web swinging like that, you know, like in the cutscene he's just web swinging. It looked like that, which is not. That's not right. You know, it's not right. It looked like that, and I'm exaggerating, but if you look at the gameplay, you'll see that when he swings, it looks like he's on a track. It does. There is no gravity, like he's not about to fall. He's just going with the flow. And that didn't look good to me, and I pointed that out. So that's what I mean by on a track. All right, we'll continue. So among Insomniac's goals when it comes to web swinging specifically is to make sure Spider-Man... Did my mod leave? Wow, okay. Oh, let's make here Kanan. What you talking about? You're a mod as well. Alright, among Insomniac's goals when it comes to web swinging specifically is to make sure Spider-Man never slows down or stops. Combining web swinging, web zipping, the ability to pull into a full dive, and the assorted perch and launching options meant that once I got into the rhythm of movement, I felt unstoppable. Even actions like needing to make a sharp turn or needing to turn around entirely felt fluid and did not interrupt the flow of movement. The perching goes a long way in making things flow and move without having to rely entirely on webs. Being able to mix up my actions and do more than just swing and gain a lot of speed from doing more than just swinging gave me a great sense of controls over my movement. I wasn't just holding down a button and leaning on a control stick to move through the city. I was actively controlling Spider-Man. It didn't take us long to start digging into the more complicated maneuvers, like using a web to round a corner as you parkour along the side of a building, and I cannot wait to see what I can pull off after spending hours with the game. Just look at these GIFs real quick. Just look at them. Look at these GIFs. Look at them. Look at them. The speed, the veracity. The combat. This is something that I was liking. I've been I wanted to know about. So, along with swinging through the city, we also got a chance to get into scuffles with assorted enemies. The combat is fast, aerial, and does not rely on extensive combos. Instead, it's about managing the group around you, jumping between enemies, and dodging attacks with the aid of Spider Sense. You build up a power meter to pull off finishers, similar to the way you do in Batman Arkham games, and you can also work gadgets into combat, which we will detail more in an online feature soon. Much like the web swing, there is an undeniable rhythm to fighting, and it feels great. Spider-Man is an acrobat, and that aspect of his heroism feels properly integrated into his need to punch faces. Spider-Man's animation is worth calling out specifically when it comes to combat. He moves with incredible speed and balletic grace, and when you do pull off finishers, the camera moves in to show off slowed down close-ups of what is happening. This is uncommon. Slowing down the action to give players a better look. This isn't uncommon, I'm sorry. To give a better look, but I was particularly impressed with it in Spider-Man. Seeing the movements of his individual fingers as he pushed an enemy down to the ground in midair really gave a sense that nothing Spider-Man does with his body while in combat isn't a well thought out maneuver. Well, there is that, you know, that teleportation on the ground that's been there since the E3 2017. But again, nobody has complained about it because it's apparently a very hard thing to animate. And if I knew more about game development, I would know that. It's hard. Listen. It is very hard to animate characters doing this and falling down. But making a game when you play as a superhuman with spider powers that swings around a city and a whole bunch of other things, you get to play as other characters within this universe, and you get to fight, and you get to web swing, and you get to have helicopters, you know, crash into things and debris fly everywhere, and that's all easy. But this, if you knew about game development, Venom, if you knew a little bit more about game development, you would know that that is difficult. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't know about game development, so I can't talk about it. I don't know. All right. Now, here's some gameplay. I don't know if I can show this. Meaning, like, I don't know if I can show this, but I'm gonna show it anyway. So look at this gameplay, y'all. Look at this gameplay. The stream just cut out for a moment. We're back. We're back. Look at this gameplay, y'all. Okay, well, I kind of do want to hear the sound because the sound is important. I do want to hear the sound. We're gonna do the sound. We're gonna do the sound. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm gonna turn this down and. Oh darn! Didn't mean to do that. Bear with me. Hold on. All right, we're gonna play this, and I want you guys to look at this and listen to it, and also watch this video yourself. But we're gonna watch it on here. It's 36 seconds, and hear it as well. Okay.
Yuri, I'm at a Fisk construction site, and there's a lot of guys here who aren't exactly constructing.
Take him down! Need your respect.
Place is locked down, Captain. Actually, web down.
So, that's some gameplay to feast our eyes on, right? It looks really cool. It looks cool. It hasn't really changed too much, but you know, it looks all right. It looks like the last gameplay, the last fighting, the last combat. But what's more important is how it feels. So we'll continue reading the article. Holding down the punch button launches enemies into the air, and throwing out webs to pull off swinging kicks is useful and encouraged. I was also impressed with the amount of environmental hazards integrated into every scenario. The most common one was grabbing an item, a barrel, a vent cover, a wood pallet, etc. with your webs and swinging it around your head to smash it into a single enemy. You could also pull off a similar maneuver with grenades to send them flying back where they came from. To grenades? He throwing grenades back at people? Shoot. Spider-Man can also, look at that. He just killed that man. He just killed this man. He's dead. Dead! You're dead. Okay. Spider-Man can also Spider-Man can also throw out web shots to keep enemies in place or web zip over to them to close the gap. The latter move quickly became a favorite as I used it to keep the fight moving from enemy to enemy and a way to get out of danger. If my spider sense started tingling, denoted by an icon appearing around Spider-Man's head, I would use the zip to get out of the way of the danger and bring the fight to a new enemy. Staying mobile is key, and I had no problem keeping Spider-Man on his toes in every battle. Okay. I admit some hesitancy going into my gameplay time with Spider-Man after seeing the E3 2017 gameplay footage. Now, I wonder why he was hesitant. I'm not going to put words in my man Kyle's mouth, but I will tell you that I was extremely hesitant, and I want to see more. I want to see more, but I am liking what I'm seeing. Let's see what he says. Despite being open world, the gameplay shown seemed to be on rails, and I feared most of the game would be rigid in that way. Those fears washed away immediately after getting my hands on the game. Both the web swinging and combat offer impressive levels of player improvisation. I put down the controller, feeling like I had truly taken control of the character, and I am eager to hone my web swinging skills and see what talented players are able to do with him in September. So, let me tell you how I feel. Let me tell you how I feel. I think that this gameplay or that this article, that all of this is what we should have gotten a long time ago. This, to me, is something to get excited about. Honestly, it is. This is something to get excited about. We haven't, in my opinion, had any... No, not in my opinion. We haven't had any information about this game. None whatsoever. We got gameplay. We got little snippets, but we haven't had any information, and people were excited. And they were talking to me like I'm bald-headed, you know? Like, why aren't you excited? I'm like, because why? What is there to be excited about, you know? There wasn't a reason for me to be excited. But now I'm excited. Now, okay, I'm ready. Does that mean I'm not going to be critical? Absolutely not. That means I'm going to be very, very critical. I'm going to continue to be critical. But I will tell you, here's Twitter. I'm looking at the Twitter right now. I will tell you that I am excited. They got me. This is what I've been waiting for. For a very long time. You can see my messed up, messy room. This is what I've been waiting for a very long time. I've been waiting for information. I've been waiting for reasons to get excited. I've been waiting for that. And now we're there. I'm excited. I'm really excited, actually. I'm really looking forward to getting more information. I'm really looking forward to seeing more gameplay. I'm really looking forward to just knowing more about the game. Other than that, you know, this is good. This is what I've been waiting for, y'all. We got the confirmation of Yuri, what's his last name? Lowenthal. That's his last name. Yuri Lowenthal, yep. We got that confirmation of him being Spider-Man. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more about the game now. I am still critical. I'm still going to be critical. You can always expect me to not... I'm not ever going to let the fan... Because I'm a fan, I'm going to judge it even harsher. I'm going to judge it even harsher because I'm a fan. But I am impressed. I'm really impressed with that article that I read. That really made me go, okay. We got confirmation of the, what is it? I'm trying to find it. It was on here. Here it is. The collector's edition and stuff. Let's read the collector's edition because, of course, there's a collector's edition. And the collector's edition comes with the, quote, DLC because there's going to be DLC. I remember in the stream that I did with Evan, I was told there wouldn't be DLC. And I said, are you crazy? Why wouldn't it be DLC? Why wouldn't there be DLC for the game? But there was this the painting of Insomniac Games is this holier than thou company. No, they're a company. Of course there's going to be DLC. They're making the DLC before the game is even finished. So, whatever. This is the DLC. Marvel Spider-Man, the city that never sleeps. What is that? That looks like a museum. I don't know what that is. And they're going to be revealing the Spider-Man statue in the summer, so this isn't the statue. The art of the game, okay. Well, you already confirmed the Noir suit, so I don't know what you're... That's funny. Okay, let's go. Let's read this article. So, Insomniac Games today announced a variety of different packages for Spider-Man, all releasing September 7th, along with standard edition retailing at $60. You have the option to pick up a digital deluxe edition that contains the copy of the game, and forthcoming DLC that is part of Insomniac's The City That Never Sleeps program, a plan that will bring new missions, villains, characters, and suits. The digital deluxe edition costs $79.99. If you want something to put on your shelf, turn your gaze to the collector's edition, which comes with Insomniac statues. A statue created by Gentle Giant. Oddly, we can only see the top of the statue right now. Oh, so that's the top of the statue. So I guess below it, he's on the Goblin or something. I don't know. That must be a big story spoiler, and no, our cover story doesn't go into that information. Our guess is it ties with the White Spider on his suit. Something Insomniac wouldn't talk about, but said was significant for story reasons. Now, brace yourself for the sticker shock. The collector's edition is $150. The collector's edition also comes with a steelbook case. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, all right. They working on DLC, and the game ain't even out yet. But Insomniac is a genius. Insomniac's the best. I love them. They're the best. I love them. No one's better than them. No one. No one. I'm of course being facetious, but yeah, is the information that we have. Now let's look at the chat. 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 All right. Let's roll. Let's go it up. Let's scroll it up. Wait a minute. All right. No microtransactions have been. They said no microtransactions, but there's DLC. Like I said, there was gonna be. Of course, they're gonna have DLC. Talking about there ain't gonna be no DLC. Why wouldn't there be DLC? Why wouldn't there be? Because they're Insomniac. They're a company. They are a corporation. They want money. Okay, let's scroll it. Scroll it. Scroll it. I hope Insomniac takes risks and does what they want with the characters like the Arkham series. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. James says he's still hesitant. James, you're still hesitant about the game? I mean, you can be hesitant. That's not a problem. Be hesitant. You know, do not just say, oh, it's great. Don't just say, oh, yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Don't do that, because if you do that, they can do whatever they want. And if they can do whatever they want, which they already can, they have that idea to a degree, which is why, you know, they're, you know, like I said, Uncharted, Naughty Dog, Rockstar, they would never, they don't miss animations like that and then show it off. You know, no, they don't, no, that wouldn't fly. But, you know, no one is, like, you know, talking about it. No one is vocalizing the fact that this is an issue. So, you know. Oh, somebody said Lucas is streaming. Oh, snap. Well, I shouldn't have even acknowledged that, because if you're not watching it live, then whatever. What does the web swing remind you of? It reminds me, it looks like Spider-Man 2. It looks a lot like Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it looks like Spider-Man 2, which is great. Yeah, pre-order now or wait more. I mean, what's the point of pre-ordering? Like, they don't and back in the day, you would pre-order to run out of, because they would run out of copies. They're not gonna run out of copies. There's no point of pre-ordering. I'm not gonna pre-order, at least. Why would I? Because they're not gonna run out of copies. What role do you think Miles is gonna play in the game? I don't think that Miles is going to play a huge role. I think he'll be there slightly, like, well, I mean, in my story, I don't use him like he's a point. He's there for a reason in my story, but it's also, you know, setting up stuff. Like, I don't think they're necessarily going to like, you know, Miles is here because he's Spider-Man. Like, I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think that. So, you know, some of the gameplay that I looked at, but that gameplay with the weapon wheel or the web wheel, I didn't think that was too. Well, there was a lot of it was locked, but it still was a little, you know, a little. This is an interesting scene right here. I like this scene right here. I think it's just like it look. I think this is at the beginning of the game, because it says go to Fisk Tower. So something happened, and now he has to go to Fisk Tower, and it said press R2 to swing. So this is definitely at the beginning of the game. This is when he's going to Fisk Tower to arrest Wilson Fisk, in my opinion. And that's just something that I noticed. I try to make it bigger so we can see it. Well, it's not bigger, but and then these. Let me try to. I don't know what that is. What is that? What symbol is that? I don't know what symbol that is, but it's a symbol nonetheless. I like how the game is looking. I like how it's shaping up to be. I want more. I want like more uninterrupted gameplay. E3, we're probably gonna get that. And I wish there was a little bit more of a resistance, just a tad bit more of a resistance toward Insomniac, because and like I said, they know about my channel. They know, they've seen my videos, but you know, the fanboys are loud. They are loud, and it sometimes creates a distorted narrative. Like when you have people saying things like Insomniac wouldn't do DLC, and then now no one is even talking about the fact that they're making DLC for the game, and the game isn't even out. Like, they just announced the release date, and they announced the release date with the DLC. Like, Assassin's Creed, that happened with Assassin's Creed. Was it Syndicate? No, Unity. They announced Assassin's Creed Unity, and then had announced the DLC. Like, they were eaten alive for that. But because it's Spider-Man, it's all right. It's not all right. It's not all right. And no one's gonna talk about that. No one is gonna talk about that. They would confirm suit crafting, which is interesting. I don't know necessarily what that is. That what the element of the spider is? The suit crafting, is that what that element is? It's like, oh, you get to make your own suit. And this is Insomniac Spider. Is that what they mean by this is Insomniac Spider-Man? Like, we created this spider suit, this white suit, the white logo, because it's a part of this like suit crafting. Is that what they're getting at? I don't know. He said no Venom with Black Flag. They announced it was some Assassin's Creed game. It was one of them, and it's the same. No, it was because I even left a comment on it, and I made a video about it. Was it Black Flag? I made a video about it. Let me go. Let me see. But with that, in that regard, like, you know, your game isn't out yet. Why don't you just put the DLC in the game? Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop, because if I don't, then, you know, I'll piss the fanboys off again. I just got an issue with that, all right? I just got an issue with having a game that's not even done, and then you making DLC. Like, that content should already be in the game. Like, that should be something that we as the consumers, we get to experience. That should be a part of the experience. But, of course, No, because money. But you can't say that because Insomniac, oh, they're amazing. You know, but whatever. I think the game looks good, and I want to see more, and I'm excited about the game, and I want to see more, but the fact of the matter is that that is something as well. You know, whatever. Whatever. I'm trying to find that video, and I can't find it. And people saying my stream died. And I guess the stream died again. But my whole point is that I think the game looks great. I'm trying to find that video with the DLC. I cannot find it. Because I made it. I remember making it. And regardless, it's still bull. That's bogus for them to do that. It's bogus. Assassin's Creed. I'll just type in assassin. So, you said when is part... Here it is. Assassin's Creed Unity. Yep. Look. I knew it. I know what I'm talking about. Assassin's Creed Unity. And, oh, this was, yep. Here. They announced the Season Pass and the DLC before the game came. Oh, and I didn't link to the thing. But, yeah. What in the world we as consumers are being taken advantage of? Because that's what they do. You know, these companies, they do whatever they can to get our money. And we say, here you go, take our money, please, take it. Take my money, take my money. You know, that's my whole thing. We as consumers can rise up. We can rise up. He said it's in the Game Informer magazine. There's more information. Yeah, of course there's more information in the Game Informer magazine. But I have to purchase that. And no, so I'll wait for the articles. Even though I'm pretty sure they're confirming some stuff, probably extra villains to confirming. I think they confirmed. They already confirmed Shocker. I think that they confirmed Vulture. I think they confirmed. Yeah, we can do a search. We'll do a search. But all in all, I think that the game looks good. I think that they're on the right track. I'm really looking forward to seeing more. And yeah. Okay, let's see. Any additional things you got? Part 3 of my story. Part 3 of my story I have to finish editing it. I actually got some footage from what we got yesterday. That was really needed. The stopping of the truck. And I'm going to utilize, because now this confirms my suspicion, that gameplay that we got, it confirms my suspicion of Fiskmen trying to fight Mr. Negative's people. So that's another part that I do know you can like take selfies and high five people on the street. That's what Brian Entahar said in that interview. That's really, those are my thoughts. You know, we got the noir costume and we got additional costumes. I really do wonder if when you want a new costume, if you'll have to purchase it. Like, so the DLC is going to have additional suits, additional costumes. I wonder if they're going to have some additional costume like DLC suits. He said they were talking about you when saying they can't port buildings from other games. When they said that, I definitely went. I chuckled. I chuckled. I was like, okay. Okay. I'm not gonna say they were talking about me. They might have been. I'm telling you, a lot. They've seen my videos, and I know they have. I'm just not. I'll be somebody to talk about once or if I praise hard. Then I'll be somebody to talk about. Other than that, they're not gonna. I mean, I wouldn't. Okay, well, that's not necessarily true. I might, but from a corporate point of view, from a business point of view, if I'm like in charge of a company, no, I'm not necessarily gonna give. I would not give a person that is not necessarily helping my business more attention. So I wouldn't. What's up, Spidey? Amazing Spider-Man is in the house. I think they did confirm the suit can get damaged. I think they did confirm that. Yeah, I think so. I believe they did. I want some more information. Venom, I want to see you interviewing Insomniac devs on the E3 show floor or something. Yeah, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. If I don't even see myself going to E3. At least not now or not next. I mean, not this year. Who knows about next year, but not this year. Yeah, hey Venom, I just wanted to say that I agree with your views on DLC. Is this kind of stuff that puts me off video games? Again, we as consumers allow it. No one in the Spidey squad, no one, and maybe I shouldn't even assume. I should not assume. That's not good. I'm not going to assume. But I tweeted Insomniac knowing they're not going to respond. You guys working on DLC before, I knew they weren't going to respond because you're not going to. You are Insomniac. Your name is, now. But people are going to disregard that, and those that are fanboys are going to say, well, that's okay. I'm okay paying it. I'm fine. Just like my DLC video, like my entire, when I asked, would you be all right with $1 suits? People are like, yeah. No. Why should you sell suits? They should be with the game. Why are you selling content that could be put into the game now? The game's not finished. And then they say, and we're selling content, additional content that's going to come out after the game. And we're working on it right now. And everybody's like, okay. People, it just, But Ubisoft, EA, anybody else does it. Now it's an issue. Hey, Ubisoft? EA? How dare you? But Insomniac, because they're making precious old Spider-Man, they can do no wrong. Whatever. You said I'm laughing internally still about Evan Spidey Squad business cards. Evan has Spidey Squad business cards. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm trying to find. No one's written anything yet, so we don't really know. I've been looking for some more information, because we just need some. He said, Spidey said, the best Spider-Man video game I ever played was Spider-Man 2. Ultimate Spider-Man game was pretty good. Other games went downhill ever since. Yeah, it was, Will Spidey PS4 basically be the Arkham Knight of video games? He said, no, it will not. That's what somebody else said. Why tell us about the DLC and they are working on it? It means they could have shown this stuff much sooner. Well, listen, the reason why Insomniac didn't show anything was because there was a lot of hype and the fans did the marketing for them. Like Rockstar, for example. Rockstar, they're at the point now where they don't need to show anything. They put up a picture, people are talking about it, right? Because it's Spider-Man, we're making a Spider-Man game. Oh my god. Like the Amazing Spider-Man and stuff, the same thing kind of happened, but it wasn't at this level. This level, people are louder. I think the fandom is around the same somewhat, but they're a bit louder. with that being said, they didn't have to do certain things because we allowed them not to. Like, we as consumers have the power to make whatever happen. If we don't want microtransactions in a game, they won't be there because we're not going to pay for them. If we don't want DLC to come out and be made while a game's still in development, it won't happen because we won't buy it. The issue that arises is that we, as consumers, settle and we perpetuate and push these companies into this level of higher being where they go. We can do no wrong. People are gonna buy it regardless. You know, and that's the one. That's the thing. That's the thing. People allow it. Like, we as consumers, we allow these things to happen. So they can make DLC for the game while the game is not finished, then charge you for the game and charge you additionally for the content that could have been put into the game, but isn't, because they can charge us additional. They can make more money off of us, and people will pay for it. People will. People won't complain. They'll pay for it. Yeah. Okay, let's scroll back up. Arkham Knight of video games? I don't think so. I mean, Arkham Knight wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't. It didn't have boss battles, and this can have boss battles. What excites you the most about the game? I think the most exciting component to me right now is the web swinging. The combat looks like Amazing Spider-Man 2 still, but the web swinging looks good. It looks really good. From those gifts that we got, it looks good. What is alpha footage? It's footage that is before the beta, so alpha is like early testing footage. Beta is same, early testing. Yeah. Web Shadows is the best Spidey game. Fight me. Web Shadows is alright. Overall, how impressed would you say you are considering everything you've seen today? You might have already said, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I wouldn't say like, oh my god! Like, no, I'm not there. But I am definitely like, okay. You know, they get the round of applause, but we need more. I need more. What really got me was the article. When I read the article of the guy's impressions, then I went, yes. Because it had a little bit of gameplay. I want to see like open world gameplay, which we're probably not going to get until E3. But, you know, probably at E3 we're going to get a story beat. I want more information. And I want to see some more gameplay. But the thing is, people don't ask for it because people are like, no, Insomnia. Well, rather, here's an example. Prime example. What if everybody, not everybody, but there was a lot of people that were critical about the game like I was. Right? Insomniac would have been showed something. They would have. Because there would then be this perception toward the game that is not in their favor. So they want to change that perception. They'll change it any way they can. Their marketing strategy would have been, let's change the perception. We would have gotten more information a lot sooner. And the fact that the fandom is at the level that it is, you know, where information will come when it comes. And we as consumers are supposed to take it. Here you go. Here's a breadcrumb. Here's a breadcrumb. You know, prime example, the announcement of the collector's edition or whatever. It doesn't have the other characters unlocked, but in some marketing we see the characters unlocked. It's just here's a breadcrumb. Here's a breadcrumb. You know, because you're gonna pay for it anyway. And it's also to keep us engaged as well. But we're engaged. They know that. They know that we're engaged. If it wasn't Spider-Man, they wouldn't do that. Were you expecting a different release date? It was either beginning of 2018 or late to mid to late, you know? So, yeah. What are your thoughts about the idea of game price in total being increased from $60 to $70 so they can help microtransactions go away? I think that, that it's $60 is a lot of money. $70 microtransactions. I mean, here's a thought. here's just the craziest thought I've ever thought of. What if these publishers didn't have these astronomical budgets for games? Well, Venom, stop it. That would mean the quality of games would decrease. Really? A game like Kingdom Hearts that came out was created in the late 1990s. Kingdom Hearts 1, created in the late 1990s. Came out in 2001 on the PS2. Play that game today. The graphics are a little The gameplay is a little but the game is still great. The quality would decrease? No. The issue is just that these publishers are having these bigger budgets. I was watching, there's a YouTuber, his name is, he has a show called The Gymquisition. And he said, you're having these free-to-play models on these pay-to-play games. If you want to have microtransactions and everything, go ahead. Make your games free. $70 is too much. It's not going to stop microtransactions. Grand Theft Auto made $500 million off of microtransactions alone. It ain't about the cost of games being too high. It's about these companies wanting more money and the consumers giving it. That's it. It's that simple. They took out microtransactions from Battlefront. Yes. They're taking out microtransactions from Shadow of War. Yes. Because people aren't going to pay for it. That's why they're taking it out. Now, if they needed microtransactions to survive, guess what? They wouldn't take them out. But they're taking them out because they are not a necessity. They only give them more money. This is what the microtransactions do. More money right here. Oh yeah, more money. That's it. DLC is the norm and has been the norm. Just be glad it's not microtransactions. Just be glad. You should be grateful. Shut the dog. How on earth? Just be glad. Just be glad. Just be glad. I should just be glad. I should just be... We. No, not I. We should just be glad. Do you guys understand why I get a little... I don't get frustrated, but why I speak the way that I speak about these companies? Because they're companies. You don't need to defend them. You are giving them your money. We should just be glad that it's not microtransactions. So you mean to tell me I should just be glad that I'm giving this company $60 and I have to give them additional money to get content that could have been included with that $60 purchase, but instead is not included so they can make more money, but I should just be glad that it's not another thing? Like, why? What is the reason to protect a company? Why should they should just be glad that we are talking about them, that we are going to give them our money. I'm telling you, fanboys, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Continue reading. The classic suit has an ability that makes it do 4 times more damage. Oh, cool. The story trailer. After I saw the spider drone, I saw the texture Spider-Punk. Okay. Some of the confirmed suits are Spider-Punk, Wrestling, Noir, and Classic. Yep. They're doing a demo on a live stream, I think. Would you rather Venom and Spider-Man or Scorpion? Probably. Well, you have to set up Venom, so Scorpion. Probably. Unless Venom's already been set up. Or Venom is, because it's 8 years. He's been Spider-Man for 8 years, so. And the game takes place over a course of a few weeks, so it's long. Or it may not be, I don't know. Do you think they should reveal anything else about the story? I'm personally comfortable just knowing what we know so far. Hold on. Where's my water? I'm not making a joke. I'm just thirsty. I think Well, what do we know so far? That Mr. Negative's a villain in the game. He's not the main villain. I mean, they could show us a little bit more. Why not? I feel like if they do Venom in the game, it shouldn't be become like Venom. Venom, it should remain as just a symbiote latched on only to Peter. Okay. Yep. Green Goblin will be, I think, the main villain in the or Norman Osborn will be the main villain in the game. Yeah, EA made blah 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 blah. Yeah, Green Goblin. I just want my birthday. I'm trying to catch up to y'all. Yeah, most likely Goblin. I can't believe. Wake up, sheeple. You got an article where they confirm wrestling Spider-Man. Just because this would be a really good time. Wait, they didn't confirm no wrestling Spider-Man. What are you talking about? Did they? I don't know about that one. I think there's been a total mood change in E3 2017. It's how we want a serious Spider-Man game, but now the game looks colorful and bouncy like Sunset Overdrive. My personal opinion, thoughts. I don't think they. I don't think the game is gonna be bouncy. I don't think it was ever meant to be serious. But I do think that the game, it looks to me a little bit more colorful. But again, that could just be us seeing more gameplay, you know. It honestly, it looks the same to me. The city's a little gray. But not in a bad way, you know. It's a little. Spider-Man is the most colorful thing on the screen to me a lot of the time, at least in these little things that we're getting. Like here, maybe if you guys see it, you can understand what I'm saying. Like this looks saturated, which is cool, but it's also in a screenshot, and they probably edited it a little bit. But like here, like Spider-Man is the most colorful image on the screen. Like here, Spider-Man is the most colorful image on the. You can't see my cursor anymore. Okay, that's weird. But like here, Spider-Man. Oh, there you go. Like here, Spider-Man is the most colorful image on the screen. Most colorful image on the screen. Kind of blends in right there with the sky. But yeah, you know. So here, yeah, no. But I don't know. I don't think it looks bad. Like I don't think he looks bad. I don't think the game looks bad. I don't think it looks like bouncy and colorful either. But yeah, I don't have a problem with DLC or season pass. I know you don't. I know, and that's the problem. What alternate suit do you want most? That's hard. I don't know. I don't really have a particular, like, oh, I want this suit, you know. Maybe Homecoming or Iron Spider. Yeah, Iron Spider, yeah. Do you think there should be an online mode in Spider-Man PS4? Well, what would it be? Like, what, racing? Would it be racing? I guess. I mean, I don't know what that could be. I don't know. Do you guys think we'll be able to play Peter Parker, maybe even in free roam? Maybe that's what some of the landmarks in the game are. Perhaps some of the landmarks are, you know, that's it. Maybe. I don't know. Do you guys, what do you think about the suit customization of Spider-Man PS4? I mean, what is it? What is it? What is the suit customization? That's what I really want to know. That's what I want to know. What is it? You know, we don't know. I asked the writer, John, and he said the game will have some really dark moments. Okay. I just found out they have a photo mode earlier. I've never wanted a photo mode more in a game. Well, that's afternoon lighting. That's why. Or you're talking about when I said it was saturated. No, I think the world is big and vast. It'd be time consuming. Just wouldn't serve any purpose. What are you talking about? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I do, but like only. He says, yeah, I do, but only at times when you go to those green backpacks on the map, or maybe you can somehow edit your suit like Peter Parker. Do you think there will be a charge jump? No, I missed the charge jump. Charge jump was sweet. Suit wise, I'm just gonna get the classic suit and give it the best abilities. Apparently, you can switch abilities between suits. Oh, okay. What is your favorite thing about the game so far? The web swing. There's no multiplayer store. There's no multiplayer on the PlayStation Store. It says so. They said switching abilities from different suits. If I were to name an online mode, I would call it the Spider-Verse, since we are playing online with other people who are Spider-Man. Suit customization. What we know so far, you collect materials in the world, and once you have sufficient materials, you can craft certain suits. Each suit will have unique abilities that you can then apply to other suits. Okay. So, for those of you that are reading the article, next time I talk, I'll probably have read the Game Informer article. I just, I'm kind of waiting. I think that this information is really good. The information is what caught my attention, not really the gameplay per se. The information, the fact that this guy played it and he was skeptical, makes me go, all right. He's positive. I'm like, okay. But I'm still gonna be, And if Brian Intihar shouted me out, if that was pointed towards me, the whole apparently some people think you can put like, that's funny. I like that a lot. I do like that. So yeah. Do you think the game's gonna come out this year, or are you expecting? It's not gonna get delayed. The release date is fine. I mean, it's not gonna get delayed. No. If it is, it's not gonna get delayed. They already said that the DLC would be out by March 2019 too. They have a release date for the DLC, which means the DLC is probably kind of far along. Telling you. But I should be grateful. I should shut up, because they're making a Spider-Man game. I should be grateful that I even get to buy a Spider-Man game. That should be it. That's my tweet, my condescending tweet. Venom. Here we go. No. I'm just gonna put in quotation. You should be grateful that you even have the chance to purchase, let me put that in all caps because it's absurd, purchase a Spider-Man game. Exclamation point. Fanboys. I tweeted it. That's just what I get that. That's people say that to me all the time. All the time. Online, they say it. You should be grateful. Insomniac's even making this game for you to buy. You should be grateful that you even have the opportunity to give this company your hard-earned money, Venom. You should be grateful. I should be grateful for that. Venom, do you think this game takes place in an alternate version of the MCU? No. Avengers and Doctor Strange confirmed in the Spider-Man PS4 universe. Yep. I want to see some gameplay. And since the Game Informer is out now, but they're doing a month long of coverage, we're probably going to be getting information, a lot more information about the game. So yeah, you said you should be grateful equals the new wrap it up. Y'all ain't gonna let that go. The wrap it up wasn't even anything. That was like literally one stream. Nobody kept talking about that. But I should start doing. You should be grateful. You should be grateful. He said, "Hey man, I'm grateful that I'm able to breathe." You said you meant to. I got it. Take two. We'll do it again because you said yo, but I got it. Hey man, I'm grateful that I'm able to breathe air with ease. But if I lived in China, I'd complain about the air pollution. I think we should be grateful when we even have a poo-poo. What? Okay. Venom, when do you think we will get an actual Venom game for next-gen consoles? Never. Well, no, that's... If it was like, if the Venom movie was coming out in 2007, 8, we would have a Venom game. But 2018, no. They're not doing that. Remember that? Remember when they used to have them games come out? Remember they used to have all the movie games come out that didn't get really marketed? I remember that. It'd just be games that, oh man, those were the days. Now it's all Lego and this and that. But where the games at, you know, and DLC. Venom, what do you think about Super Rebel and taking video ideas from other videos? Super Rebel took video ideas from other videos. I didn't know that. Did he take some from me? Super Rebel, I started watching him when he had like no subscribers. Like 2-3 years ago. I was like, I think his 20th subscriber. You replied to the comment as if I replied to your tweet, but instead I just said it in the stream. Yeah. Oh well. Venom, are you excited for Homecoming 2? Real hesitant and worried, have several concerns about how the MCU is using Peter. I am excited about Homecoming 2, actually. I am very excited about Homecoming 2. And I'm going to make a video, or maybe even a stream, talking about Homecoming 2 and what if Harry Osborn is black. People got pissed. I'm talking about pissed with my April Fool's thing. And I wrote the article. People telling me, Venom, you do know it's an April Fool's joke. I'm like, I wrote the damn article. Yes, I know. The heck. But it's neither here nor there. Let's continue reading a little bit more. You said, how is it to make a Venom game? Just make a Spider-Man game and slap Venom on it. Yeah. Do you think there's gonna be a Spider-Man demo? Probably not, because they don't need one. That'd be sweet if they did, but damn, no, they're not. Oh, somebody was timed out by Stu. Oh, what'd he do? Venom, since there's gonna be a Bruce Campbell cameo, should we hope for a Michael Keaton tutorial voiceover? Probably not. And do you like the combat? I think the combat looks like they made Spider-Man 2. He said, I'm a hard ass about movies the same way you are about games. Holy cow. So I wanted the Osborns to be black forever. I wrote up a whole backstory for them. What are you talking about? Oh! I think I read, or did you comment talking about, oh man, I was gonna talk about them being black, but you made that thing, and is that you? I'm sorry. Oh, well, you know, I don't really want to get into that on the stream, because I want that to be its own thing. But I will say that it is possible. Harry Osborn might be black. He might be. You know, but that's another live stream, because I want to talk about that differently. The combat does look cleaner than the main Spider-Man 2. It does. It looks a whole lot. It looks like how it looks. That's how the Amazing Spider-Man 2 should have looked like. It's like a really better version of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and how it should have been. No man, combat looks nothing like the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's 100% more fluent. It can speak. The combat can speak. It's 100% more fluent with all kinds of shit you can do with your attacks. What do you think about the web swing? Web swing looks fine. It looks great. It looks like the best web swing in a video game, in a Spider-Man video game. Venom, if they decide to put Venom in the MCU, would they go the 616 route or the Ultimate route? Probably the 616 route. But they could combine it. I don't know. Yeah, the video game side of Marvel sucks nowadays, and was stunned that Spider-Man PS4 and Avengers product were announced in development. Why were you stunned? Of course they were going to make games. I don't care about the release dates in September, so you know. I'm really just looking forward to getting more information about the game in terms of I want to see more. I want to see more combat. I want to see more gameplay. But as of right now, I think it looks a little bit like Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's like the fighting is like a really refined version of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, which isn't a bad thing, you know. Amazing Spider-Man 2 combat could have been excellent. It should have been excellent. This looks like a way better version of that, which is good. Daredevil side quest, maybe. Is there any way I can join you in like a Google Hangout so I can talk to you about my concept? I think you'd like it. Perhaps when I do that live stream, I may invite people on, because it would be cool to get the perspective of others. You know, it would be cool because, yeah, it would just be cool. When I talk about the Black Harry Osborn thing, if it's possible, whatever. I would say the Ultimate route, because their Spider-Man is based more on Ultimate, but then you're going to go into the parents, and we've done I think it would be more interesting if, say, his parents, if you combine it, his parents are working for S.H.I.E.L.D. and they go undercover as scientists to study this life form with Eddie Brock's parents, you know. That could be cool. Dear Dreamy Normie, to be honest, I'm really excited to see the real life landmarks and Marvel landmarks, along with interacting with civilians, plus parkour and the web swinging. Here, I'm going to show you guys what I'm reading Twitter. This is Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn. See, now I can see all of your tweets live. Live. The live Twitter sphere. And I'm reading your things as well. Okay. Yeah, I watched the 10-minute video with the 114 questions. I watched it. You could ride the subway. Yeah, I saw that. Out of all the Marvel heroes, which do you want to make an appearance? I would love to see Daredevil. That'd be great. I've been really thinking about the use of other characters within the story. Like in my story, whatever. I'm about this. One of the parts you're gonna find out anyway. But like I talk in the first two parts, I talk about the issue with Mary Jane and Peter Parker, and it being that Peter, he didn't cheat on Mary Jane, but she took a picture of him kissing another woman. And in my story, that woman, you guys can guess who that woman is. I'm not even gonna say it, but you can guess who it is. And I want to see that character in the game. I think she is going to be in the game, and I just how they handle her, because for me, it's going to be interesting how she's handled. Yeah, you guys can guess though who he kissed. It's not that difficult. Somebody said the answer. I saw it. So it's not that difficult. But I think that character is definitely going to be in the game, and I want to see, you know, for me, I handle it differently. It's not really. They said that making him look like, I think him looking like Trump was the point. They said it as a joke in the magazine article. I feel like Daredevil and Iron Fist or Doctor Strange are the only mentors that can really make sense for a young Spider-Man, someone who can teach him how to hone his powers because they've been through it. The same, they should do a sequel to Spider PS4 where there's online where you get to customize Spider suit and do story missions. I don't know about that one. I don't think that Iron Fist, Doctor Strange, I don't think they would be his mentor because he's been Spider-Man for 8 years. No, not Gwen. Gwen is not the woman that he kissed in my story. Gwen is not the person that he kissed in my story. Come on now. Absolutely not. Well, all right, I'm about to wrap this, wrap it up. About to wrap up this stream. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. We got some information. It's looking good. I can't wait to get more information. I can't wait to see more gameplay. And I am looking forward to it. Maybe I'll stream again later this week, playing some video games and talking more. But I'm definitely going to stream about the Harry Osborn thing and talk about that. But yeah, so I want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you'll share it with your friends. Subscribe for more information, more content, more wonderful things. As always, I am Venom 2 million, thanking you all for watching. The crowd it is weird because on the streets, like, there's hardly anybody in the street, but again, you know, we didn't get a lot of information. We didn't see a lot of gameplay, but the street look a little sparse. That's the word Sony used for their game library a few years ago. So yeah. All right. Have a good one, y'all. It's your boy, Venom 2 million. Peace out. Peace. You saw that? That was smooth, wasn't it? Peace.